Hey guys, so I realized I haven't done any in-progress videos in a while. Probably not any real ones since 12 Wings. And Cole does a lot of them, and so now that we're rivals, I have to step my game up. So take that, Cole. This is my laundry room. I decided I was going to go a little fan crazy in here. And started with adding a fan here, and I was like, well, if I can add one fan, why can't I add a lot of fans? So this is what I'm trying. There's multiple projects happening at once because there's something wrong with that half pipe. Something is shorted to the chassis, so when you touch the chassis, you get 230 volts. And it's only 120 volt light, which means that the ballast is stepping it up. So something after the ballast is shorting to the chassis, possibly one of the ballasts themselves, or possibly at a socket. So we'll be getting to the bottom of that before I get shocked again, because that was an unpleasant surprise. 230 volts is almost as bad as 277, in which case you might as well, you know, have a lifetime debt from Tom Frampton. So, yeah, I'm just playing with some fan placement in here. There's no ideal way to place stuff unless I want to. I even toyed with moving the light. That's how much I'm taking this seriously. It looks like the light's uneven, but it can't be. I even toyed with moving the light, and I realized there was no point because there's only room for 3 fans in this corner, with or without the light. And the light actually fit if I put the 3 fans like this. I thought maybe without the light there might be room for 4, but there's not because of the pipes. So yeah, if you can do 3 with the light, you might as well keep the light there. So I don't love the CEC being pushed back because the CEC is one of my all-time favorite fans, really, and definitely my favorite part of this install. But I definitely didn't want it to be the thing you see right when you walk in. I didn't want EnviroFan CEC. I wanted it to be a little closer to where it was. So I just pushed it. It's literally just pushed one rafter back. So yeah, that's yeah, I'm not wild about that, but there's no other. Like I said, the alternative is to put it where it's hidden, which I don't want to do that. I love the idea of having one of these be this kind of the stealth fan back there that you might not notice right away. And I didn't want it to be the first thing you see, especially because I don't have the upper canopy, and I kind of like the look without the upper canopy, where it just kind of. And the other thing is, I went by the blade height, and so all the blades are the same height, but the motors are not. So that's the best thing I can come up with, and probably I'll get used to it. Other downside is I'd always thought about putting shelves on this wall, and while I haven't gotten around to it yet, it just means I can pretty much only have 1 or 2 shelves there. I can't have a really tall shelf there. So, you know. But there weren't a lot of options, because basically the only way to have a fan in this front section is right there or right there. Well, no, not even right here because of the door. So right there is pretty much the only place to put it in the front section. And I might move those lights. I guess all I could really do is move this light half of one over, like put something there to put it on, and that one move it half back, but I don't know if it's worth the trouble. And then this one could actually go further or back, but I figured why not come forward, you know. And I still have a little bit of a place to hang a suit or 2 right there on that pipe. And like I said, just move the CEC over, and I always wanted to have a fan hidden behind the light. So this is where we're at. You know, I'm open to suggestions, but I don't think there's a whole lot of possibility. I don't think I can fit more fans in here than this. You see I did drop the half pipe. See, those chains are longer. Did that for a host of reasons, one of which being you can't see the night lights because the half pipe blocks the view, although the fan's going to block them now, presumably, but at least this way you have a fighting chance. And, yeah. I was experimenting with half pipe height. It actually fit. It cleared the fan the height it was at, but I figured why not play with extending it, especially this way. Since I'm going to be working on it, I need to figure out the problem. I can drop it down on these longer chains and then raise it up. And if necessary, I'll put the other chains back on it. It doesn't have to be dropped. Just wanted to play with it because it never quite looked right to me. It never looked balanced. It always looked off balance. So, you know, like I said, we'll play with it. And, you know, as long as it clears my head, even though I can't stand on the washing machine and stuff anyways, as long as it clears my head, I'm happy with it being there. So, yeah, I don't think I'd want it any lower than this. This is 10 rungs on this chain. It was 10 rungs on the other chain, so I just figured I'd try, this is a slightly bigger chain, I figured I'd try 10 rungs and then I could go up and down from there. I think any lower would be too low. Maybe go 1 rung down, maybe go 11 and 12, but we'll see. Yeah. Okay, in process.